for S, we have not S, therefore it has to be R again. Okay, so, and notice guys that now we can use these, okay? So basically the way I think about it is, you just get rid of one of these, and you're just replacing it with something new. Okay, so is that okay so far with those two?
What was that last thing you said? I'm sorry.
Oh, sure. Like every time you use like a premise here, you're actually creating a new premise over here. So these are things that what I circled, those are things you want to use again. Okay, some point. Okay? All right. So the next thing is I look for something with either a Q or an R in it. And guys, if you notice right here, you have a P implies Q. You can use this, you can use that not Q there. Okay? You just have to find something that has P implies Q and not Q in it as well, which would be modus tollens, right?
Or else you can do that. Not S implies not T,
No,
not
we'll get
S.
there. That's fine.
Yeah.
We could. All right? So there's lots of things we could use. Okay? There's no specific order that you have to use it in. Okay? So, third thing, we have P implies Q. We have not Q.
So not T.
Yeah. And that's just going to lead us to not P. And that's by your modus tollens. Okay, so.
Can you write it's equal to that, right? MT, MP, like this.
What's that one more time?
In the exam, if you write MT or MP.
That's
yes.
fine. I know what that means. Okay. So now we're done with this guy. Wherever he went. You already know that we have dot S from right here. So you could use that once again right here with the S, the not S and T.
T, yeah.
Okay. So for a fourth step, you have not S implies not T. You have not S, therefore that's not T. And that's by modus ponens. Okay? So, boy, this one uses the not S like every step. So we got rid of this guy. And again, I'm going to circle. Notice what I'm doing is I'm circling the conclusions because that's what I want to use again at some point. Okay? So every time you get these, that's where you want to go to. Go ahead.
I don't have the paper in front of me, but I think maybe we need to have the not P and the R actually make a not P.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because notice that we have a statement that has not P and R, so we have to conjoin those and use a conjunction to get to the U.
So that was that one. It wasn't the not P or R. It's not P or R.
Correct. You can't use or, but you can use and to join those together. So from step 2, we have R, which would be step 5. And then we also have not P from step 3. Therefore, we have R and not P. Or, I guess I should put them in the order that they're given, not P and R. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm just saying, I found this to be true, I found this to be true, so they're both true. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just going to flip the order of these. And the reason I do that is because I need this guy right here. Okay. So now I can use a modus ponens right here. So I have not P and R implies U.
Not P and R.
Yep, I have not P and R. Therefore, I have U. Okay, that's by
NP.
modus ponens. And the good news is, isn't U one of the things that I need for the conclusion? Because if you look at that, so I'm halfway done with what I need. Okay. The only other thing that might be helpful is if I had a W. Okay, so, and the good news is, right here you have W or T. Remember from before, in step 4 we had not T, that eliminates that. So for step 7, we would have W or T. We have W, or we have not T.
So therefore W.
So therefore, we have to have W. Okay, by elimination again. Okay. In fact, we've used elimination twice before. Okay. Does that make sense so far, ma'am? Did I lose you anywhere?
Yeah,
So this was given to us in the original, right?
right.
We used not T from step 4. So you either have W or T. You don't have T, so by default you have to be left with W. And that's the elimination. Okay?
What is 5 then? Is there anything?
Oh, this is, I'm sorry, that would be helpful. This is conjunction. I'm sorry about that. Okay? Alright, and then the last thing that we want to do is we want to verify this conclusion. Okay? Well, notice that we have U from step 6, we have W from step 7, therefore we have U and W, and that's the end of this. Okay,
Convention.
so for step 8, we have U, we have W, therefore U and W. And that's again by convention. Now, that one's probably harder than what I've asked you in the examination, okay? But at least it's another example for you. So, I don't know if that helped or hurt you any, because I might have scared you some.
And that helped that, on the example, we also have to put which step we got reviewed.
Yeah, like you'd probably have to go back, and I just abbreviated it, but
Okay.
if you look at the solutions to the homework, I think that laid out like this. Okay, all right.
Oh, I mean, you just said look at the solution to the homework, but did you mean, when we reuse the letter, we have to say which